Hi, I'm Brock Stenger. You probably know me from my countless adventures and my epic lifestyle of fast cars, hot babes, and lots of brawling. And you are watching Brock Stenger's Informative Guide, the series where I show you how a real man gets things done. In today's Informative Guide, I'm going to show you how to survive in the Sonoran Desert. I am here just outside the city of Tucson, and I'm going to show you how a real man like me faces real adversity. Let's do it. Now, before we begin this guide, I just got to remind you that Brock Stanger's To The Max supplements are once again available in stores everywhere. Turns out, according to the Brock Stanger Lab's testing, the reported lethargy, rashes, hair loss, and projectile vomiting were in no way related to the supplements. And to all you conspiracy theorists, keyboard warriors, and families of the victims who seem to claim that the deaths among my crew during my adventures have been because of my negligence, bring it on. You know how much I pay my legal team? I eat wrongful death suits for breakfast. I hope you like countersuits because that's what you're gonna get. Or we can settle this like men and just duke it out right here, right now. Come on, come at me, I'm ready. Come on, come on, come at me.
Brock, they
Right?
said we really shouldn't talk about the legal battles.
Shut up, Paul. Look at this footwork. Ooh, ow, ooh, I'm the best, man. Look, I could punch out a boulder right now. Anyway, let's get back to the guy. Let's get going. Come on. Now, first and foremost, to survive in the desert, you need to have the right supplies. The most important things to have are things like food and water. I'd recommend having things also like a knife, maybe a multi-tool of some kind, sunscreen, all those things. But the most important thing to have, and my favorite thing, is a gun. Now, you might be wondering why I have this toy instead of my real firearm. Well, that's because someone in my crew, Mark, decided that I was too much of a hazard when I handle firearms and that I ignore the basic rules of firearm safety. Well, I think that's a lot. What's wrong with that thing?
Brock,
Just going off like a poked hornet's nest on me.
Brock, I think you pulled the trigger.
Editor, leave this in so that the people can see what kind of danger I put myself in so that I can bring them this quality entertainment. And Paul, next time you see Mark, tell him to at least give me a toy that doesn't try to kill me and also that he's fired. On to the next tip. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Brock, what am I going to do about the wildlife out in the desert? You're probably sitting there saying, I've heard that there's black bears out there. I've heard about the Gila monsters and the snakes and the coyotes and the mountain lions. I've even heard that there might be jaguars out there. Well, let me tell you, the best thing to do if you encounter any of those things is to fight them head on, preferably in hand-to-hand combat. Because if you defeat a wild animal in hand-to-hand combat, the laws of nature say that it and all of its kin must serve you for all eternity. That's just scientific fact. Now, if you get mauled or maimed or eaten in the process, well, that's probably on you. You probably just didn't try hard enough, right? You didn't obviously consume enough of my hundreds of hours of content on wildlife wrestling. Maybe next time put a little bit more effort into getting onto my level. Not that anyone is on my level. Anyway, on to the next tip. Now for my last tip. I'm going to tell you how to beat the desert heat. I'd recommend taking measures like wearing protective clothing like a hat, obviously putting on sunscreen, getting in the shade if you feel the heat getting to you, and most importantly, limiting activity during the daytime. I recommend operating in the early morning, in the evening, or at night. Now you might be thinking about stories that locals might tell about these folkloric creatures that operate at those times as well. And let me tell you, I've been out doing these adventures for years. You rarely see anything like that. What are the odds that the average person is gonna... Apparently the odds are better than I was giving them credit for. Let's go to a different spot, shall we? Well, folks, that's all I've got for you today. That was my last tip. Remember, if you want to join me on my next adventure, my crew applications are open on my website. After that incident last month in the Andes, I've had multiple spots on my crew become suddenly open. With that being said, I've been Brock Stenger, and this has been Informative Guide. I will see you in the next edition. And that's it. Ha ha! Brock Stanger's even the best at the piano.